What up with it? Your boy Q hollering at you today, doing something a little different. Native Instruments, man, like they biting the dust, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. I still rock with them, you know what I'm saying, for what they did for the game and all that. If they are about to, be out the game all the way. The pads, if I'm not mistaken, I heard they use these pads to, once they started working with Akai or whatever, they helped them flesh out their pads and change their pads up. And these feel very similar to these. Very, very similar. Of course, this has MPE on it and all that, but as far as the, the height of the pads and all that, look very similar. Look very similar. Anyway, point being, today I'm kind of using Maschine as my VST for today. I'll put it on this little screen right there so you ain't got OBS all in your face, but I was like, I still love the sounds that Maschine has to offer. Still love it. Still love them. So with that, I got my output going from my Maschine directly into the MPC. Various ways you could do it, but I just got a good old school TRS cable. I couldn't find my other one. I need to buy another one. But nonetheless, I got it coming in mono. And I got some rows, and I'm about to just make a beat. Basically using Maschine like a super powerful VST, because I still love the sounds that it has in there. And I have, I believe, 14 Ultimate. I don't know what number it's on now. I don't have the latest one, but I have like 14 Ultimate. That's basically all they sounds up until that point. Nonetheless, let's see what we can make. So, just made some drums real quick because I was already starting up. I said, you know what? It might be interesting to record this. My process using the Maschine. So I'm recording it in as audio, by the way. I'm no expert on the piano, but it's fun. And that's just something I came up with. I didn't sit here and compose for a long time. I literally just made it up, and we're gonna build from that. So I'm gonna do a new audio track. I'm gonna set monitor to auto, and I'm gonna go over here to Maschine. And I guess I could just use the controller itself. Go in here, pull her out. I got chords going everywhere, but hit the browser, instruments. I know some people aren't a fan of having, a crazy amount of sounds because they feel like, it'll deviate you from the creativeness that you want to get to as far as actually making a product, because you spend so much time going through sounds. So I can understand that. Let's go down to octave. I kind of like that. I like that. So let's start this. And I got a volume control on the back here where I can control how high the output is. But it's on its own independent level. So I should be able to reasonably adjust that on the MPC. And let's hit record. It's going to be simple. That I'm just holding it, letting that rock. Go to the arranger, double that up. And while I do that, I'm actually gonna go here. And I want to adjust that, so I'm actually erase that first iteration. And a lot of times I like to do that. Sometimes I'll put a whole bunch of stuff in one pattern and then split it up to make a beat. And other times I'll kind of sequence the beat right in the arranger itself. Let's see how long I want that to run. Okay, cool. Whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's on time. God. Better have a whole new beat. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to turn it down. But that's tough. And I wasn't even recording. My God, I'm so used to hitting that overdub. And I gotta change my monitor in the auto. Right now it's on input, so if I put it on auto, we get our playback. Oh yeah, let's just turn that down. Oh yeah, that's tough. And one cool thing, or you know, just a creative thing that I guess that I find cool. This is like the recording that audio. There's no metronome. There's no quantization. There's no quantization to save me. So part of me kind of does like the pressure of getting a good performance and recording it versus just programming it in and I can just fix whatever. Like, nah, you got to get it. You got to get it right. Of course, even after you record in your stuff, you can even slide and you can readjust it anyway. But I just like the pressure of recording in the audio and that's it. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, very fun and interesting. Even though you can, like I said, you can still go in and change it if you want to. I'm gonna do a new audio track because there was other portions of the choir that I like. Copy bars, replace, and that's how I'm gonna sequence. So I'm gonna go here. Now let's see what we got in this choir. Another audio track. Change that monitor to auto. I wonder if there's a way I could set it to where monitor defaults to auto. Anyway. That's hard. That's a snap. Yeah, I might not do too much. So I'm gonna add that little layer real quick. The little snap in there. That's hard. Add us a new audio track, and I'm gonna use other parts of this choir. This is gonna be done just using the choir, and that's kind of my point from the beginning. There's so many sounds, and you know I spent not a crazy amount of money, but a decent amount of money. You know I put my money into it. If I got Ultimate, a couple $100, but the amount of sounds you get is just insane. If you can manage to not get stuck with all the sounds, sound digging versus making music, I think it's a great investment, or it has been. I don't know if it will be in the future. Golly. All right. Oh, woo, that's hard. Oh yeah. And with that, I think I'm adding a little reverb to give it some more space. And you know, I think there's actually like a not delay, but I think there's actually a plugin in here that's specifically made for width. But I don't want to spend too much time digging and trying to find it. All right, there we go. Air stereo width. I want to put that on the side. So let's see what presets they got. Let's do sides only. See how that sounds. Sounds good to me. Here we go. Adding low background now. There we go. That's it right there. All right, let me see if this choir got anything else. Other than that, I mean, we about there. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna add no 808. I know that's rare for me, but I ain't gonna put in no 808. I like those sound effects they had. Oh, whoa. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Something. Sound like maybe. Let's see if we can. Oh. I'll go add that. This is fun. I know the beat sound real serious and menacing and all that right now. So obviously, if I gave this to somebody to rap on or whatever, I'd probably take that out unless they specifically wanted to rap around that. But right now, I just want to have fun, so I'm gonna record that in. They're so cool to me, man. All right, so I think we got enough. Let's go ahead and see what we got in. Those of you that also use Native Instruments, have used, currently use, etc. How do you feel about Native Instruments? Seemingly, you know, I ain't gonna say getting out the game, but being real quiet lately, real quiet. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment section below. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Let's see what we got from the blending of two worlds. There's so many strings and so many more instruments that I can add, and there's some of the overload that many producers talk about. They want something a little bit more simple so you can focus and be more creative and all that. But it's still super dope to have literally 40,000 different sounds where you could just go crazy forever. Anyway, let's see what we got. Bird sound in there, that's cool. Peace, peace, peace.